Hello friends, welcome back to the DBMS lab session. In today's video, we'll be working with queries and nested queries using any, all, in, exist, not exist, union, intersect and minus. So you can use this union, intersect and minus. These are the keywords. You can use these keywords in the queries. You can use this union, intersect and minus to combine two queries. So I'll be having two queries and I will be able to apply these operations on these two results obtained from two different queries. Because the result that you obtain, the answer to a query is a multi-set of rows. So you can apply this set operations, and SQL supports these three set manipulation operations on the rows. To perform the union, intersect and minus operation, the first thing you need to see is that the two rows, the two tables are union compatible. I'm talking about the tables over here, the result that you obtain from two different queries. So the result is a table in itself. And now to apply this union operation between these two tables, the condition is that the two tables should be union compatible. What is meant by union compatible? If it is not union compatible, then the two result sets can't be compared and merged. You cannot perform this operation. So what is meant by union compatible? So two relations R and S are said to be union compatible if the two conditions satisfy. What is the first condition? That both the sets or both the tables should have the same arity. What is arity? Arity is the number of attributes. So both the relations, both the tables should have the same number of arity, same number of attributes, same number of columns. And the second one is the domain of these attributes should be same. If I just take ith attribute of relation R and compare with the ith attribute of the relation S, then they should be of the same data type. Okay, so they should be of the same data type. For example, let us consider these three cases where I have in R relation I have SID, SName, and in S relation I have SID and SName and marks. Now it failed in the first condition itself, wherein the arity is not same. So in the first relation I have two attributes and in the second relation I am having three attributes. So it's not union compatible. So you cannot perform union operation on such kind of tables. And the next case I am having SID, SName and SID marks in the second table, wherein two attributes it is having. Okay, but what is the problem here is the SID is a numerical number. It can be an integer value. But coming to the SName is a string var here, but marks can be integers or floats. So there is no union compatibility. As I said, the ith attribute I take from R and the ith attribute I take from S, both should have the same data type. Now coming to the third case, they have two attributes and also the domain of the two attributes is same. So such kind of tables are called as union compatible. So to perform union or intersect or the minus operation, so you should check whether they are union compatible or not. Now what is union operation? Union operation is performed between two results of two different queries, wherein it will give all the rows from two tables as the final resultant. Now coming to intersect. Intersect will give the common rows in two results that we have obtained as the final result. Now except or minus both are same. Both are synonymical, both are for the same purpose. You can also use except or you can also use minus, both keywords are valid. Now what is minus? Minus means that you will be getting the results, in the final result you will be getting the rows that are there in the first set only. Okay, the rows that are there in the first set only, those rows will be there in the final resultant. And next keyword is all keyword. All keyword is actually used with union only. Now what is this all? So when you apply this union, intersect and minus, what happens is the duplicates will be removed. You won't be having the duplicates. So the result set will be having, the final result set will have no duplicates in it. Now if you want to keep the duplicate rows, then you can say union all. So union all will keep the duplicates, wherein union will not keep the duplicates. Union all will keep the duplicates. Okay. And so as I have mentioned here, intersect all, except all, and minus all or minus all aren't supported. So you cannot use intersect all and minus all and all that. Okay, right. So now let me show you applying this union, intersect, minus operations on the Sailors database. This is an instance of the Sailors database. So this is the Sailors table with certain entries over here, and this is the reserves table with these entries and boats table with these entries. Now let us try to find out. So the query is find the names of sailors who have reserved a red boat or a green boat. So we want to find out the names of the sailors who have reserved a red or a green boat. Anything is okay for me, red or a green. What I need to solve is, now look at how I am solving this problem. First thing is to find out the colors of the boat. I have that information in the boats table. So I need boats table in the query. And from the boats table I cannot get the names of the sailors. So I need to make a connection from the boats table to the reserves table with these particular BID of the boats into the BID of the reserves, and from the reserves I need to get to the sailors table. So I need all the three tables in the query. Now how I am making a connection? So I am making a connection from this BID to this BID of the reserves table. Pick up those BIDs that match with the red color and green color. So what are the entries? So 102 is a red boat, and 101 is not a red boat, it is a blue boat. So 101 is not taken. So 102 is taken because it's a red boat. 103 is also taken because I want the green boat also, and 104 is also taken because it's a red boat. So from the boats table I am retrieving the BIDs of 102, 103 and 104. Now come to the reserves table and retrieve the SIDs which match with this 102, 103 and 104. So the first BID is 103. So SID is taken. And the next BID in the reserves table is 101. So this is not taken because 101 we didn't get it because it's not a red boat or the green boat. 102 is taken because it's a red boat. 103 is taken, it's a green boat. 104 is taken, red boat. 102 red boat. 103 green boat. 104 red boat. 101 not taken because it's a blue boat. And then 102 taken, it's a red boat. 103 taken because it's a green boat. So from all these tuples in the reserves table, two tuples have been eliminated. So this tuple and this tuple. Now try to retrieve the names from the sailors table, because the query says I want to find the names of the sailors. If the query says I want the SIDs, just print the SIDs. The SIDs would be 10, 22, 31 and 64 and 74. So that would be the answer. But here I want the names of the sailors. So now I need to make a connection from the SIDs to the SIDs of the sailors table. That's what is the primary key and foreign key. So this SID is the reference from the sailors table. So match, first see whether 10 is there in this particular SIDs. Yes, 10 is there. So what happens? The name over here, Ricky, is brought into the output. So Ricky is there in the final result. And next is 22. So see whether 22 is, next is 22 because he reserved 102 boat, right? It's a red boat. So 22 is there. So I'll get a Dustin. So Ricky and Dustin will be there in the output. And again I am having 22 over here. So which is Dustin again. So since I didn't use the distinct keyword over here, Dustin will again print in the output. And after that again Dustin will print. So 3 times Dustin will be printed. For 102, 103 and 104, Dustin will be printed. 3 times he will be printed. and again lubber. Okay, so next 102 lubber. So I'll get lubber and lubber 2 times, and also third time also I'll get lubber. And then 64 is Horatio, so I'll get Horatio. And again 74 is Horatio, so I'll get Horatio. So the output of this particular operation is that, so I'll get Ricky, then Dustin 3 times, Lubber 3 times, and Horatio 2 times. So that's how I have written the query over here. So I said select S name from sailors S, reserves R, and boats B, where SID from the sailors should match with the SID from the reserves. So that's what I have written here. S dot SID is equal to R dot SID. And R dot BID should be equal to the boats dot BID. And B dot B color should be equal to red or, okay, so because I am getting all the information of the sailors who reserved red or a green boat. So or dot color is equal to green. So this I am putting in bracket. Okay, so fine. So this is the query to answer. So this is how I write the query to answer this question. Now I can answer the same question by using the union operation in a very simple way. What I can do, okay, so first I'll find out the red boat set, and then I'll find out the green boat set. Okay, so this is the red boat and this is the green boat set. And now what I'll do, I'll perform a union between these two operations. So these two sets, wherein I'll perform union operation between these two sets, wherein I'll get a result which will have both red and a green boat sailors in it. Okay, so this is how I'll be solving the question. So first I'll be finding out the sailors who reserved a red boat, then a green boat, then I'll apply the union operation on it. Okay, so we'll try to do that. Now how I have written the query? How I have written the query? So I have written a query saying that I want the names of the sailors who have reserved a red boat. So I said select S name from sailors S, reserves R, and boats B, where S dot SID is equal to R dot SID, and R dot BID is equal to B dot BID, and B dot color is equal to red. So in the similar way, I am taking the green color. So you can see clearly here that this is the first query I have written and this is the second query. Both the queries will result in its individual set. So this will give me some multiple of rows, and this query also will give some multiple of rows. And on these two resultants, the union operation is performed. So now let us see how to retrieve the red boats in the similar way. So now the red boats are identified, 102 and 104. Now check for the sailors who have reserved the red boat. So I have 102 here, 104 here, 102 here, 104 here, and 102 here. So for the red boats, I have identified Dustin, and then I have Lubber, and then I have Horatio. Okay, so these three are the people who have reserved the red boat. And then now find out the green boats. To find out the green boats, what I'll be doing? So take this 103. 103 is the green boat ID. So check where is 103. 103 is there here. Ricky is there. So 10 Ricky is there who reserved a green boat. And 103 is here. So which is Dustin also reserved. And then 103 here which is 31. So which is Lubber. And then 103 here 74 which is Horatio. So as you can see in the reserves table, this 10 SID 10 which is Ricky have reserved only one boat, and that boat is green color. So in the union operation, so even if he didn't book the red boat, we are saying or, right? So we have used or, red or green. So Ricky also will come in the resultant. This is how you put the union operation in between the queries. Now let me show you how to solve the intersection. What are the questions that can be solved using intersection? So now the question is, find the names of sailors who have reserved both a red and a green boat. So here the point is you want the sailors who have reserved both, like red and green. So say for example, so I have a sailor here 22 who is Dustin. So you can see that this person have reserved uh, both the red boat and the green boat. So you can see 102 and 103. So both he have reserved. So here the SID should be same but with the different boat IDs 102 and 103. So red and green. Now coming to 31, who is Lubber, has reserved a red boat and a green boat. Yes, he also reserved a red and a green boat, both the boats. Now coming to the next case, 64 have reserved a blue boat and a red boat. So this is 64 cannot be considered because he have reserved, in my query, according to my query, both the boats he have to reserve. But here he reserved only red boat from my query and another blue boat. So 64 will not be considered in the result. And next 74 he reserved only one boat and that is green boat. He didn't reserve a red boat. So I want both the boats to be reserved by a sailor. So to get the, how can you solve it? So what I'm doing, I'm getting the results of the red boat. Okay, so wherein I'll get the sailors who have reserved red boat, and then I am finding out the set wherein I'll be getting the sailors who have reserved the green boat. And now what I'm doing, I'm performing an intersection between these two sets. When I perform intersection between these two sets, the intersection operation will give the names of the sailors who appear in red boat and also green boat. Okay, so what will happen? So that means that the sailor have booked the red as well as the green boat. So I'll get the common rows from the red boat and the green boat. So intersect will give you that. So that's how I have written the query here. So I said select S name from sailors, reserves and boats table where S dot SID is equal to R dot SID and R dot BID is equal to B dot BID and B dot B color is equal to red. So this will retrieve the red set. And the second query will retrieve the green set, and when I said intersect, I'll be getting the common tuples in the red and the green boats. Okay, so red and the green sets. And so here in the previous case when I was talking about the union, so I won't be getting the duplicates. Okay, so union will actually remove the duplicates. But if you want the duplicates, you can also say union all. Okay, so if you want the duplicates, I can say union all. So union all will keep the duplicates in the result set. But for intersection and all that, you cannot use the intersect all. Now the next set operation is minus. What is minus? So here what I am doing is find the SIDs of all sailors who have reserved red boat but not green boat. Okay, red boat but not green boat. So what I'll do, I'll find the set of the red boats, set of sailors who have reserved the red boat. Then I'll find out the set of sailors who have reserved the green boat. And what I'll do is I'll perform a minus operation. So what is this minus? It will retrieve the names that are only there in the red set, meaning that they didn't reserve a green boat. If they reserved green boat, if the tuple is there in both the red set and also green set, then you won't take them because they have reserved both the boats. But here you want only the sailors names who have reserved only the red boat, meaning that they should be only in this set. They should not be in the green set, only in this particular set. If you want to find out the names of the sailors who have reserved green boat but not red boat, then you will put this green set first and then the red set later and perform the minus. So this will become the green set and this will become the red set. So this will become the top query and the bottom query will be retrieving the red set. So now what will happen? It will give me only the tuples that are there in the green set. Common tuples will be eliminated. Only the tuples which are in green set will be retrieved. So that's a use of minus. Okay, I hope everybody understood these queries. Now I'll get into Oracle Live SQL and show you the demonstration. Showing the demonstration in Oracle Live SQL. Let me show you the sailors table. So this is the sailors table wherein I just wanted to add one more entry into the sailors table. So I had added Ricky over here, wherein Ricky have reserved only the green boat. Okay, so I just wanted to get a different result for union, intersection and all that. So I added one more entry over here. Okay, fine. So I'll show you the reserves table pertaining to the sailor Ricky. So you can see here that there is only one entry for sailor Ricky over here, that is 103. 103 is the green boat. Okay, fine. So that modification I made to the sailors table so that you can understand the operation, union, intersection and all that clearly. So the first query is find the names of the sailors who have reserved a red or a green boat. So I already explained you this query. Let me show you the execution of this query, wherein I didn't use union operation. I just have written the basic query without union operation. So you can see here that the names of the sailors have been repeated. So I got Dustin 3 times, Lubber 3 times and Horatio and Ricky and all this. So here I have got the duplicates. I'll get the same result in union but without duplicates. So I'll get Dustin, Lubber, Horatio and Ricky. I'll have only 4 rows in the result. So let me show you with the union operation. So this is the union operation wherein I have first found out the set of the red boat and then the green boat, and then I have applied the union operation. Okay, so don't put a semicolon after the first query because that will be an invalid syntax. So don't put a semicolon. Don't put a semicolon after this first query. Let me execute this union operation and show you the result. So you can see that duplicates are not there. So I have Dustin, Horatio, Lubber and Ricky, but duplicates are not there. But if you want the duplicates to be retained, so I have written the same query by putting union all. So I'll execute this query. I just made one modification, that's it. I just added all to the union operation. So when I have executed this query, you can see that I got the duplicates. So if you want the duplicates to be retained in the result, you will be using union all. So I hope union is clear to everyone. Now let us move on to the next query. I'll show you another union operation. So here in the query is find all SIDs of sailors who have a rating 10 or reserved boat number 103. So I have two conditions here. The first one is rating should be equal to 10 and next one is the boat number should be equal to 103. So I wrote two queries. One query is like where rating is equal to 10. Then the other query is where BID is equal to 103. I performed a union operation. So where you have this OR, you can apply this union operation. So when I execute this query, I'll be getting the SIDs of the sailors who have rating 10 and also booked the boat 103. So you can see these are all the SIDs of the sailors who have rating 10 as well as booked the boat number 103. So you can also use union operations whenever you are having two queries and OR is there in between the two queries. And the next is intersection, which is intersect operation, and you will be using the keyword intersect to combine the two queries. Now without intersection, to actually find out the answer for this query, like find the names of sailors who have reserved both the red and the green boat. To find out this, now this is the query you need to write. So here I can write this query. So this query looks very complex, but with intersection you can see that the query looks very simple. So wherein first thing is I found out the red set and then the green set and then I perform the intersect operation. So which will be giving me the common things from the red set and the green set. So let me show you the individual working of the red set. So I'll show you what the red set is retrieving us. So you can see that the red set is giving us Dustin, Lubber and Horatio. Okay, so this is the red set. Now let me execute the green set and show you. So the green set is giving us Dustin, Lubber, Horatio and Ricky. Okay, so these are the sets. Okay, red set and green set. Now what should be the result? Now what should be the result? I should be getting all these 4 in the, I should be getting the common things, right? So if it is union, everything from the red set and green set will appear in the resultant. But here we are saying I want the common things, meaning that Dustin, Lubber, Horatio is there in the red set, and Dustin, Lubber, Horatio and Ricky is there in the green set. Now Ricky will be eliminated because Ricky is not there in the red set. Okay, so to show you that only I have added Ricky into the sailors table. So now when I execute, you can see that Ricky will not be there. So you can see that I got Dustin, Horatio and Lubber. If it was union, Ricky will be there, but since it is intersection, only common tuples from both the sets will be in the resultant. I hope intersection is clear. Now let us try to understand how minus or except works. So herein I have the boat's red set and then boat's green set. So let me show you here, look very carefully that I am trying to get the SIDs. Okay, so I want the SIDs from the table. So I am just using the reserves and the boats table in the query because I get the SIDs from the reserves table. Now let me show you individually what this red set is. So this red set is having 22, 22, 31, 31 and 64. So it means 22, 31 and 64 are there in the red set. So let me show you what is there in the green set and then we'll perform the minus. So you can see that in the green set I am having 10, 22 is there in the green set, 31 is there in the green set. So you can see that 64 is not there in the green set because in the red set we have 22, then 31 and 64, right? So 64 is not there in the green set. So when I apply the minus operation, so I'll get 64 as the output. So when I apply the operation minus operation, I'll get 64. So it is red set minus green set. So I'll be getting all the tuples that are there in the red set which are not there in the green set. So 64 is not there in the green set. So I got 64 as the answer. Now I'm applying the same minus operation for the red set and the green set. But here I am trying to compare the names of the sailors. So the red set, let me show you this also. Now the output will be different. So be very careful when you are working, because the minus intersection union will work on the result that you get from individual queries. So when I did this, so I got the red set, Dustin, Lubber and Horatio. Dustin, Lubber and Horatio. I got Dustin, Lubber and Horatio. Okay, fine. Now I am executing the green query. So this is the green set. So I got Dustin, Lubber and Horatio. So you can see that in the red set I have Dustin. Dustin is there in the green set. So he will not appear in the final result. Lubber is there. Lubber also will not appear. Horatio is also there. So Horatio also will not appear. So there are only 3 entries in the red set, Dustin, Lubber and Horatio. So what will be the output? If I execute this query, I'll get no data found because I applied it on the names now. Okay, so be very careful while working with this operation. I hope you're able to understand it very clearly. So no data found because I have applied it on the names of the sailors. Okay, so here I applied on the IDs of the sailors. So as I showed you that sailors table is having 2 Horatios, 64 and 74. So on the names, actually it is thinking that it is the same name, so it is removing it. Okay, fine. Let me show you another operation over here. Wherein I am trying to take green set first and then the red set later. So when I apply this, what will happen? So now I will be getting the tuples that are there only in the green set. So what are the tuples that are there in the only green set? Ricky. Okay, so I got the answer as Ricky. So you can apply your queries as needed. So these are the three set comparison operations. Um, so these are the three set operations: union, intersect and minus. Now let us move on into the nested queries. Nested queries are a concept wherein you will be having two individual queries. One is the outer query and the other one is the inner query. They don't work together. The inner query will work individually, give some result, and the outer query will process on that result that the inner query gives you. So nested queries are different from correlated queries. Correlated queries, they work together: inner query and then outer query, then inner query and outer query, so they work together. So correlated queries are different from the nested queries. Nested queries, they are one inside the other, but they work individually. The result you get from the inner query will be taken and processed by the outer query. They don't work in parallel. Once the inner query finishes, then the outer query works. But correlated query, where inner and outer query works in parallel. So that's the difference between correlated and nested queries. And let us now look into in operator. So the in operator here is what is meant by in operator. So let me explain you this. So this is the outer query. Okay, so and so this is the inner query. Okay, so something which is there in this parenthesis is the inner query. Now what will happen is, forget about the outer one. Now the inner query will work. Okay, so let me show you what will be the result of the inner query. So I am taking it out and I'll show you. Okay, so then you will understand it clearly. So the inner query is very clear. So we need the SIDs from the reserves table where R dot BID is equal to 103. So look for BID in the reserves table. Wherever there is 103, retrieve the SIDs and print the SIDs. So here I got 10, 22, 31 and 74. So these are the SIDs who have booked the boat number 103. Yes, no. So we are trying to retrieve the SIDs of the sailors who have booked boat number 103. Now what is the query? Find the names of the sailors who have reserved boat number 103 using the in operator. Now we need to find out, we got the SIDs, now we need to find out the names of the sailors. So what will happen is, first this inner query will process. So this inner query is giving me the SIDs from the reserves table. So that's it, over. The inner query will give me a result which is 10, 22, 31 and 74. Now what will happen is, in the sailors table, we are having the sailors table, right? Each and every entry in the sailors table will be checked for this particular result that the inner query have given. So let me show you the sailors table. Select star from sailors and I'll explain you, showing you the sailors table. Now see here, so this is the sailors table and this is there in your outer query, right? We are saying select S name from sailors S. Where SID in, we are saying SID in. So now what will happen is, your inner query have given you certain values. Now the first value that your inner query gave is 10. Look for whether 10 is there in the sailors table. It will check each and every tuple, okay, and compare whether 10 is there. Yes, 10 is there. Now because 10 is there, it will retrieve this key and put it in the output. Now it will take the next entry from the inner query, which is 22. So check whether 22 is there in the SID. Yes, 22 is there here. So which is Dustin, right? So the name of the person will be retrieved, Dustin. So what is there in the output as of now? Ricky, Dustin is there. Next it will check whether 13 is there. Yes, 31 is there. So it will give Lubber. And then 74 is there. 74 is there. So Horatio. So what it will give? It will give Ricky, Dustin, Lubber and Horatio as the output for me, because they are the persons who have booked boat number 103. I hope this query is clear to you. So in operator will check that. Okay, so first the result of the inner query will be got, and from the inner query it will take the SIDs and match the SIDs, because we said SID in. So we want to check the SID in the SID of this result. So we are doing that. So you can see Ricky, Dustin, Lubber and Horatio you have got in the output. So this is the in operator. Now in the same way, the negation of in is not in. So this is the negative operation. So now what we'll do is, so you want to find out the sailors, names of the sailors who have not reserved boat 103. So I don't want these people. So Ricky and this Dustin, all these people have reserved boat number 103. Other than these people who are there, who didn't book this 103. So that result you will get in not in. Okay, so I'll tell you how this process. So you have this list, right? What is the list? So you have the inner query will process first, where it will give the result of the sailors who have reserved boat number 103. So who are those people? 10, 22, 31 and 74. Now what it will do is, it will check the sailors table. Let me show you the sailors table. So it will check the sailors table for not in. Okay, so not in. So it should not be there. So it will see that whether 10 is there in the list. Yes, 10 is there. What it will do, it will remove it from the list, because we are saying not in. So 10 will be removed because we are saying not in. We don't want 10 because 10 sailor have booked the boat number 103. So we don't want him. So this tuple will be removed. In the similar way, 22 tuple will be removed, 31 tuple will be removed and 74 tuple will be removed. And the rest of the people will be there because they are the people who did not book boat number 103. So let me show you the execution of this query. So I hope you understood how to use not in. So wherein other than these people, everyone will appear in the list. So you can see Rick is not there, Dustin is not there, Lubber is not there. So you can see that those people are not there. Okay, Horatio, one Horatio is gone, other Horatio is given, is there. This Horatio is 64. Okay, so this is the result of not in. Now let me show you what is exists operator. So exists operator is a correlation query. Exists, what it will do is, it will it's a correlation, so it will check in parallel. The input inner query and the outer query will execute in parallel. So I'm saying select star from, so let us look into the query, find the question, find the names of sailors who have reserved boat number 103 using exists. The same question, but we are using exists. You can see here exist where after where exists is there directly. But if you look into in and all that, you are comparing something. So you say you have some comparison over here. So SID in this inner query. Whatever you give here, the inner query should produce that. So here SID you are comparing. So the inner query should produce SID in its resultant. So that's why we are saying r.sid. If you give here BID and all that, this query will not work because you want to compare on the SID over here. SID in you are saying, right? So the inner query also should produce SID. Okay. So that care you need to take, you need to keep in mind while writing the queries. And here exists is there. Now coming to exists, there is nothing in front of it. It's simply where, after where you just have exists. Now these are examples of the correlation queries wherein they work in together. Okay. Now this is the inner query. So the inner query says that select a star from reserves where r.bid is equal to 103 and SID is equal to SID. Now what it will do is, it will check each and every tuple of sailors into the reserves table. Okay, so now what is there in the reserves table? In the reserves table, so both the tables will be compared. So you need to have both the tables together. So let me show you this. So the two tables that are in correlation are the sailors table and the reserves table. Okay, so you just need the sailors table and the reserves table. So let me show you this. Now coming over here, so you can, we are considering the sailors and the reserves table. Now what it will do is, it is saying SID that exists in reserves table. We are looking for exists, right? So meaning that whether it is there or not. So whether it is there or not. So now it will take the first SID from the sailors table, compare with every other tuple SID in the reserves table till there is a match. So 29 is compared with 10, no match. 22, no match. 22, no match. 22, no match. No match, no match. So no match, no, 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 and no. So what happens? 22. So this is exists or not. This is returning a false. Okay, so exists returns true or false. It gives true or false. For the first SID, there is a false, meaning that this will not appear in the result. Now coming to the second SID, which is 10. Again it is matched with each and every SID value in the reserves. So 10 is a match. So it won't check the rest of the SIDs because the first match itself is 10. So it is written a true now for 10. So what will happen? This 10 will be there in the output. Next it is checking for 22. So there are so many 22s here, but the first match itself it will stop the execution and it will return a true. So 22 will be there in the output. In the similar way, like it will go to the next entry in the sailors. So this is what is called as correlations. Okay, 31 is there, so this will be there in the output. 32, it's not there, so it won't appear in the output. 58 also won't appear. 64, yes, it will appear. 71, there is no match, it will not appear. 74, it will appear. 84, no match. 95, no match. So what will be there inside my output? I'll have Ricky, Dustin, Lubber and Horatio in my output. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you what is exists. So exists will give me true or false. If it is exists, it gives me true. Okay, so let me execute this query and show you. So you can see Ricky, Dustin, Lubber and Horatio have appeared in the result because they exist. They are the ones who have booked boat number 103. Not exist is like not in only. Okay, so it will return true if it does not exist. Okay, then the results are obtained for not exist. So you can see that other than Ricky, Lubber, Horatio, every other person is here, meaning that they are the ones who didn't reserve boat number 103. So this is regarding correlated queries, which is exists and not exists. Now let us look into set comparison operators. So the query is that find sailors whose rating is better than some sailor called Dustin using any operator. Okay, and this in and not in are equivalent to is equal to any and not equal to all. So you can based on the question that you get in the question paper, you need to answer. Okay, so if they ask to solve using is equal to any, then you have to solve it using these, but they are synonymical. Okay, so the purpose is same. In and not in are synonymical to is equal to any and not equal to all. So how you are solving? So here the query is simple. So I am saying select s dot sid from sailors s where s dot rating is greater than. So here because these are set comparison operators. So the comparison operators are greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to and all this. So comparison, you're making some comparison between two values. So here it is rating. So the inner query also should produce rating only. Okay, because compatibility should be there. So I'm saying s dot rating greater than any. Okay, so any this inner query will be processed first and it will give the rating of Dustin. And now we are saying compare the rating of Dustin. So the say for example the rating of Dustin is 7. So I'll be getting all the SIDs of the sailors who are having greater than 7. Okay, so let us look into this answer. So that's what is any. Okay, so you can see these are the SIDs. Let me also project the rating and show you. So s dot rating. So I also used the rating so that you can understand the query better. So you can see like Dustin's rating is 7, so that's the reason I'm getting greater than Dustin's rating. Who are all the sailors who have rating greater than Dustin's? I got those sailors. So you can use it in this manner. Okay, or else you can also directly give 7 like this. So this is same as the example that I have explained. So wherein I am saying greater than any and I directly gave the value. Even this is valid. And the next one is all. We have seen all with union. Other than using with union, you can also use all with comparison operations. So I can say greater than or equal to all. So here what I said, I am comparing all the sailors rating. So the ratings of the sailors are 7, 4, 3 and all that, right? We mentioned that it should be between 1 and 10. So now what happens is it will take the maximum rating, because I am saying greater than or equal to all. So greater than or equal to all, it should be greater than or equal to all. For every rating it should be greater than or equal to. So first 2 is there, it should be greater than or equal to 2. Like that, for every case it should satisfy. So when the maximum rating is 10, right? So I'll be getting the sailors who are having rating 10. So in this case I'll be using greater than or equal to all. Okay, so 71 and 58, those two are the people with the maximum rating, with rating 10. So that's why I got them, because I'm saying greater than all, right? Let's show you with the rating. Okay, so you can see 71's rating is 10 and 58's rating is 10. So this is how you will be using all. You can also use all by mentioning the values, numerical values here. But remember that the rating data type and the values you give here should match. If it is incompatible, you don't be getting the result. So that's it, friends. This is all about the union, intersect, except, minus and nested queries and correlated queries, and how to use set comparison operators. Thank you for watching.